Hello and welcome to another episode of TBD, the comedy interview show, where myself, Seth Payne, and Brad Rickard, the man with the plan, and the man bun, interview hilarious comics around Chicago and just ask them a bunch of random questions. And today we've got, it's such a pleasure and an honor to hang out with the illustrious Karl Bradley, everybody.
Yeah, excellent.
Hello. Thanks for having
Karl,
me.
thanks for being on the show, man.
Oh, I'm excited.
The stash reigns true.
Yeah, I think that's been a highlight of this summer is I haven't shaved my mustache since March.
What's been your favorite Halloween costume you've ever had?
1 year in college, so it was a college costume. Me and about 8 of my friends dressed up as the Warriors.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and went downtown to a bar and just like we're in Warriors persona at a bar drunk, and it was very fun.
Wait, are you talking about like the Golden State Warriors, or are you talking about like some fighting men?
Oh, I know. I'm talking about the that movie with the Warriors from Coney Island that have to bop their way back home.
Wait, is that? Are you being serious? Because I don't even know what that is.
You've never seen the Warriors, dude? 80s movie. It's literally based on a gang. So a bunch of gangs meet up in New York and they're trying to have a truce, and then something goes wrong and everyone blames the Warriors. So they have to basically fight their way on foot in mid 80s New York from Central Park back to Coney Island.
What the fuck? I gotta watch that. That's insane.
It's a crazy movie.
And in the 80s, that's not even easy.
You've probably seen like they do that reference it a lot where someone will be like clanking beer bottles and be like, "Warriors, come out and play."
Oh, that's where that's from. Okay.
What's a movie you could rewatch over and over again?
This summer, I've gotten obsessed with this movie called Pina, Pina. It is a semi-documentary about a German dance choreographer named Pina Bausch, who created her own form of theater called dance theater, which is like a combination of dance and like storytelling. And she was working on this documentary, or like planning for it, with the famous German director Wim Wenders. And then she died in like 2009, 2010, around there. So then they waited like a year or two and they were like, we should make this movie anyway. So then they kind of turned it into a tribute toward this dance choreographer named Pina Bausch. And it's incredible. And I can't really describe why. You have to watch it because it's not a straight documentary. It's like part documentary, part performance, part interview. I guess that's documentary, part memorial. And it was also shot for 3D IMAX, so it's just visually stunning.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I've seen that probably 15 times since March.
If you could witness an event from the past, present, or future, what would it be?
Well, Woodstock. I would go Woodstock.
Oh, hell yeah. It's a great choice.
It would just be fun. It would just be fun to experience and just to see, like, was it really like the stories say? And also just to see the music. I don't know.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Did you see the documentary that they put on Netflix about Woodstock?
Recently?
Yeah. I think it came out like a year or two ago, maybe last year.
No, I haven't.
That one highly suggest, because they got down to the nitty gritty of what it was like to be there. Because I think a lot of, most people over dramatize.
Well, they were on drugs.
Exactly.
They were like, exactly. It was great. There was fairies and unicorns and candy spilling from everywhere. And you're like, all right, next.
Meanwhile, it's just a bunch of stinky people hanging out in some grass.
You know? Dude, just picking flowers.
What's been your all-time favorite concert you've ever been to?
Maybe I'll try and give 3 of them.
Okay.
I like that.
Because they're favorites for different reasons. Because I know one of them, my immediate one, I would say, was like the second concert I ever went to. So a lot of it was like, it was just an early favorite. And it was
just new and exciting.
Yeah, it was my favorite band at the time was Thursday. And it was
nice.
AFI, if you remember them, were on tour. And
Thursday
were opening for them. And then Coheed and Cambria were opening was the third opener when Coheed and Cambria was like tiny. So
yeah,
it was amazing because that was the first time I saw Coheed and Cambria and was like blown away. Then I got to see my favorite band Thursday, and then I got to see AFI, who were like, they're a good band, but like live, they're an awesome live band.
Okay, hell yeah.
So that was like one. So it was awesome, but all I know, a lot of it was that was literally like one of my first shows, like one of my first real shows that wasn't like a garage or like a youth center.
Those are the best though.
Yeah. Then another one would be Flaming Lips playing at the Georgia Theater in Athens, Georgia, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, because if you've seen them at a festival, they have so much like streamers and lights and props and stuff. And apparently even when they play inside at a place much smaller, they bring all that same stuff. So,
That's awesome.
So they would hit like the streamer parts, and like by the end of it, we were standing like 2 feet of streamers on the ground, and then it was like the stringers hanging off the rafters.
Oh, that's sick though. That's awesome.
It was super sick. And they got to play longer than they would usually play at the festivals, because I've seen Flaming Lips like 4 times, and it was 3 of them were at festivals.
It's Kanye yours, Brad?
I mean, it's one of them, I guess. I saw him. I mean, I've seen him 5 times, but the best time I saw him was at Summerfest in Milwaukee, and Kid Cudi opened for him, like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy time. He did like 3 hours. It was insane, and he didn't tour that album. So yeah, I saw Jack White and accidentally smoked PCP once. That was a good time. Scary, very scary, but
wait, with Jack White concert. Or is that just coincidence?
Well, I mean, I thought it was Jack White. Turned out it was just a scarecrow, and I brought my own PCP. But
there was a time I saw Panic at the Disco, and who else opened for them? Hello Goodbye, and The Academy Is, and I remembered being so fucking stoked, and it was like their first album, and just being like, it was a weird crossover time when I was like, used to go Warped Tour and was really into like screamo and emo and rock and all that. And then that was when I started to get more into like electronic music, and it was this nice little weird crossover ish, and people being into it. And I was like, yes, I'm like, I thought it was just me. So like, that was really cool. And then over the years, just being able to see people like Paul McCartney, like live at ACL, I'm like, this is fucking wild. Like, this is insane.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That story did remind me of another favorite of mine, which wasn't because of the music, but it was a good concert. But when I was in high school, me and some high school friends went to see. So the Format opened.
Oh, nice.
And then it was Taking Back Sunday, and then second, and then Jimmy Eat World was the headliner. And so it was a great show. Saw the Format, saw Taking Back Sunday. In between the intermission of Taking Back Sunday and Jimmy Eat World, 2 of my friends I were with were like, hey, we think we're going to try and sneak backstage. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we think we can just like go there past, there's no security's not there. We can go there. I'm like, okay, well, let me, and we all liked Jimmy Eat World, but we were like bigger Taking Back Sunday fans. So it was like, we had just seen them. So I was like, okay, let me go get to the merch, and I'll get a t-shirt in case we get kicked out. So I already have my t-shirt. And they're like, all right, cool. So I go and get my t-shirt. I come back. They're not there. I'd call them. They're like, dude, we're backstage. We ran back there. The security guard was coming, so we went really fast. And I looked up, sure enough, the security guard's there. And I was like, what the fuck? All right, whatever.
Dang. So you hung out alone for a while.
I hung out alone for a few minutes. I was like, what do I do? And they called me again. They're like, hey, we're out back. And we're just hanging with Eddie, the guitarist of Taking Back Sunday, and like some of the guys from Taking Back Sunday. They're like, all right. And they're like, we're just hanging out back here. But there's a street. There seems to be a street down here that you could probably come in if you go out the theater, around to the parking lot. I was like, all right, let's do this. And I was like, fuck it. And so I go, and it's like there's like a retention pond basically next to the venue, and along the retention pond was just this one narrow road that was lit. And there was like it looked like a security guard booth and everything, but no one was in there. So I'm just like standing at the end of that. And I was like, all right, well, if I walk down this road, it's going to be very obvious. So I'm just going to like creep along in the
pond?
in the retention pond.
Jesus
So
Christ.
I was like on the side of it, like, so I wasn't in the road, but I was like kind of like up at the top of the pond, like in pine straw and stuff. And I get to the building, and sure enough, I was like come around the side, and I was like just in the back. No one stopped me. And I was just out back smoking cigarettes and hanging with some of the guys from Taking Back Sunday.
That's beautiful.
That was very fun. And then someone else was back there who had snuck back there, tried to tell their friend to do the same thing I did, but they just ran down the street. And sure enough, the security came swarming in, just like grabbed her. And we were all like, oh, that's weird. Hey, let's go inside.
Who are these weirdos?
Sometimes you just got to rim a ditch to get to where you need to go.
Yeah. I will say for some reason, one celebrity I care about is The Rock. I don't know why. I mean,
you do care about him?
Yeah, I do. I follow him on Instagram. If he recommend, I bought his tequila. If he
he has tequila?
Yeah. I just had it the other day. It's actually really good.
What's it called?
Terramana tequila. Terramana. It comes in white and gold. I think that's a gold version.
I had the
just
white
like
one.
The Rock. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And it's very good. Yeah, white and gold.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
I feel like I've been following The Rock like my whole life with wrestling, and then once he started getting into movies, now he's like in everything or being referenced everywhere.
I think that's what it was, is that he's still like in my like childhood mammalian brain from watching wrestling in elementary school. And I remember I read his like autobiography when I was like in middle school. So
sure, that was a tough read.
What do you mean? I could read good.
No, I'm not saying you did it. That was nothing about you, Carl. That was about The Rock writing an autobiography X amount of years ago. I'm sure it was inspirational. I mean, I don't know.
It's a cooking book.
Yeah.
Good one. I like that.
What should people do at least once in their lives?
Once in your life, you should move out of the state you grew up in.
Ooh, that's a great answer.
Mm-hmm. I firmly believe that. I just think even if it's just for a couple of years and you come back, I just think if you're around the same environment for your entire life, you accept that that's the world, and that's not the case.
What's something people have forgotten that you want to remind them of?
I wish people could remember what it's like to not have a cell phone for a day.
Yo, this guy's got answers. Oh my God.
I know, dude. That's good.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. This love-hate oops, see, I have text here now. This love-hate relationship of just spending too much time on my phone. This is directed at me, and I'm just saying it out. It's just like spend too much time on my phone.
It's all of us.
Not even being productive, not even like enjoying it. Like there's so many things.
It's mindless.
I'd rather do. Like I would consciously rather do, and it just sucks me in. I don't know. So I would love as a person who grew up on that cusp of like knowing what it was like without them and then knowing what it is with them. I was like, just momentary respite.
I'm going to bring up another documentary. Sorry, but the Social Dilemma.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's on the list. Dude. That one's already on the list.
Where is your happy place, Carl? Where's like, if that's a state of mind or a physical place or what is that? Whatever that question means to you, where is your happy place?
My happy place is with my friends being silly.
Oh, hell yeah. That's beautiful.
Whether it's music or comedy, just a group of people just having a good time and being there.
I love that. Well, I will say you are always in a nice mood, always seem like you're in a happy place every time I see you or see you perform. So you're definitely crushing that state of mind. And I'm excited. Dude, I'm very excited to when things reopen and I get to see you back on stage and just to hang with you in person, man.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me. Can I do a quick plug?
Yeah,
please
100%.
do. Please do.
We Cigarette Sandwich is the sketch group I'm in. We used to have shows at The Annoyance before things closed down, and we're still doing shows on Twitch on the Annoyance Theater's Twitch channel October 3rd. is our next show, but it's generally the first Saturday of every month, and it's a power hour. So we show 60 sketches, mostly pre-recorded, and then drink whatever your drink of choice is, a shot in between each 1 minute sketch.
Do you guys make all of those sketches? You guys make 60 sketches?
So we generally do 2/3 of them, and then we have a third of them are like guest contributors, our friends contribute. And then the 2/3
so cool.
we split that up between live bits and pre-recorded bits.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's like half and half of that.
I'll have to check that out. That sounds very cool.
What is this specific episode for Karl called?
Tripping at the Oklahoma Waffle House.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah,
Love
dude.
me some Waffle House. Fuck yeah, dude. Get a
That's gonna be a
cube in your
sick
pancake.
documentary. Can't wait to watch that documentary in 2 years. All right, dude. Thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you at the next one. Bye.